Alright, quick update on Luna. Luna is absolutely battered right now. It's getting slaughtered. It's probably been one of the worst performing altcoins in the past couple of days on the Bitcoin drop. Now, there's a few things I want to talk about for Luna because it doesn't necessarily seem like the downtrend is over. Let's jump right into the video. Now, first of all, in technical analysis, when you are dropping, let's say you drop from a trend line like this, if you've got bearish volume to start with and the volume starts to landslide and you start to run out of bearish volume, that's a bullish sign that a bottom might be near. And it's the complete opposite with what we're seeing right now. We're dropping and the bearish volume is getting worse and worse and worse. If you thought yesterday was bad with what we saw on Luna, all the way from $64 to $30, look at how much volume it took to landslide the market like this, and now look at how much volume we're seeing today. Bear in mind, a decent amount of this was buying volume, as we did come up to 40. As you can see, there was tons of buying volume. Like, I'm not trying to say this was all selling volume, but the fact is the majority of what we're seeing right now is selling volume. And why do I think Luna and other altcoins included, not just Luna, are going to go down to lower price targets in the short term? Well, if we look at Bitcoin in the macro term, Bitcoin hasn't quite made it down to 29,000. Does it necessarily have to come down to 29,000 before it bottoms? No, it doesn't, but here's where things get sticky, and this is where I'm going to diverge from the Luna chart for just 1 second, but I'm going to tie it into Luna because I know a lot of people who probably watch my Luna videos, who watch my altcoin videos, couldn't care less about what the stock market and the dollar's doing, but I'm here to show you why it's very important, because we've got the dollar breaking out. You know, it looks like we want to push up to new all-time highs. When the dollar's bullish, this means the stock market is bearish. And what are we seeing in the stock market? Well, the stock market recently opened, 4 to 8 hours ago, and we've got tons and tons of bearish volume coming in. You've got blue chip stocks like Airbnb breaking down into new lows. Coinbase is down almost 12% today. Tons and tons of bearish volume coming in. Netflix is breaking down, and the stocks which are up on the day are mainly just stocks that opened higher than the previous close. Like, for example, you can see Apple up almost 1%, but that's just because we closed here and we're already pushing down very, very strongly. Tesla as well. Tesla's breaking down into new lows. Tons of selling volume stepping in. So what does this have to do with Luna? Why does the dollar being bullish and the stock market being bearish have anything to do with Luna whatsoever? Well, Bitcoin initially crashed and went on this massive landslide because of the Federal Reserve increasing the interest rates. That made the stock market crash, which made Bitcoin crash. We're now seeing the stock market being extremely bearish once again. I think we could probably define the downtrend very well for Luna on the 1 hourly time frame. Since we broke down from $85, or the local peak up here at $88, you can see the downtrend's been perfectly defined by these 1 hourly EMA ribbons. Every single time, I'll show you this if we bring that back, every time we back test them and we fail, we make a lower low. Back test and fail, lower low. Back test, fail, lower low. Back test, fail, lower low. Back test, fail, lower low. We didn't even quite make it up to here, but then we had another lower low. Then we back tested it, tried to hold the low, lower low. Went to backtest it again, failed, lower low. Once again, we kind of chopped around here and made a new low anyway, but once again you can see we backtested it, we're breaking down, and we've got an M pattern on the 1 hourly time frame. So there's a lot going on for Luna, and I'm surprised how well the downtrend is perfectly defined by your 1 hourly EMA ribbons. Now, could this be the bottom? It definitely could, because Luna is completely beaten down at this moment in time, and I do expect at least a bounce to happen at some point in time. You can see, the buying volume has switched over to green at this moment in time while we do try and head up, but I'd be very, very cautious on trading altcoins right now. It is expected to have at least somewhat of a dead cat bounce when you do completely lose a large chunk of your market capitalization in 24 hours or so. We were down 65%, so having a small bounce, we're only up 7% on the day, It's completely expected. So be very, very cautious. I'm personally not going to be trading Luna. I'm not going to be trading altcoins at this moment in time. Also, the Luna's or Terra UST stablecoin lost its peg to $1. And this is the first time I'm saying this, because if you watch my previous Luna videos, I always said Luna doesn't know what it feels like to be in a bear market, because we just constantly break up higher lows, break up higher lows, break up higher lows. And this is the first time that Luna's done something like this, where we've wiped out all the gains. And I didn't actually notice this, but we're back testing the previous all-time high at $22. So this could very, very much be the bottom, like I said. But just because we're backtesting the all-time high and this might be the bottom, does this mean that you should put your hand out and try and catch a falling knife? In my opinion, it doesn't. I'd much prefer to buy a breakout on Luna, because, you know, if you do believe in Luna in the long term, if you do believe it is going to return to all these all-time highs and break exceptionally bullish, then, you know, why not just wait until we do flip above your EMA ribbons and confirm a bullish trend? I'm still sticking on the sidelines. I will give you updates on this as we do unfold on this. But as of the time of recording, we've got a big doji candle. There is tons of indecision in the market at this moment in time. So we need to look to other markets which are more confident in the decisions we're making, or the decisions that they're making, in order for us to extrapolate what is going on right now in the altcoin market. And Bitcoin is breaking down. I mean, like I said, we can have a reversal at any point. I'm not saying that we can't, but the fact of the matter is, you know, you're still under all of your EMA ribbons, and the stock market is opening bearish. So be very, very cautious about trading altcoins at this moment in time. Best of luck if you're in Luna. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out. Peace.